Hello everyone, this is Disciple Tarot here, and right away I want to say that we are going to be jumping into relationships again in this video. Today's video, I am using the Lost Hollow Tarot, which is a pretty, dark deck, serious deck. It has very intense imagery at times. I really want to use this to explore your person's thoughts. So specifically, I really want to look at those thoughts that they had last time they saw you, what they truly mean, and essentially what to do about it, some advice on the situation. So, honestly, yeah, that's pretty much it. I want to use this deck because I feel like we can get some pretty serious information, right? So, yeah, that's hopefully we can get you guys some truth, to put it simply. Because I know when it comes to relationships, things can certainly be complicated. I got some stuff going on for myself right now, personally, so I understand. Anyway, I did just want to mention real quick that we have surpassed 50 subscribers. I am so excited. Thank you all for joining me on this tarot journey. It means so much. I am really looking forward to doing live streaming. I won't be doing that this week. I'm just very busy. I got family in town and it's a little hectic, but what I will be doing is probably next weekend getting something set up for you guys so we can get those free readings. I will, of course, let you guys know more specifics in some later videos, so just stay tuned. But anyway, let's just jump right in and get some cards so you can pick for your reading. So let's get 3 cards. We got the Chariot. We got the 8 of Cups in reverse, ennui. Man, again with the Queen of Swords. Gotten this in some other readings for cards lately. Don't know if that is just something that my viewers are dealing with or can be, particularly when it comes to the court cards, they're representative of people, so it could be you guys. Of course, I mean, obviously this reading is for you. So you guys are the Queen of Swords all the time. Anyway, so here are your cards. You have the Chariot, the 8 of Cups in reverse, and the Queen of Swords. So please just take a second and see which card you are drawn to. Obviously, you can, flip the camera around to look at the ennui card upright. That's not like ruining the experience of picking the card. You can look at the imagery in reverse, upright in this case. So anyway, just take a second and pick which card will work for you, and I will see you at your reading, guys. There's some kind of momentum here in your relationship right now, even if this is just a crush or something very casual or whatever, the case is for you personally. This is a general reading. There is still a little sick, guys, so I'm getting over that. The Chariot, there is, momentum here. You can see this figure in their wheelchair. They are moving forward. The storm that seems to be going on right now, I believe there's that snow. Either way, they are traveling forward without any issues. They have these moths around them. There is the crow or raven, depending on the area, obviously, but there's the crow and raven present in the card, and the figure themselves, they're kind of shrouded. It's like while the scene is at night, it is a night scene, the character themselves, their head is like shrouded in light. So it's like there's knowledge there. Also, there is on like the inside of the like shroud around like their head is it's red on the inside. So white on the outside, sort of like that purity and the knowledge and the light, but on the inside it's red. So it's like passion, energy, vitality. So there is definitely some movement here. Basically, just describing the whole card to you. There is definitely some sort of movement, some progress that is taking place, and that is certainly why you would be drawn to this card. Maybe your partner even shared some deep feelings with you or something like that. Of course, that's going to definitely vary for everyone, but yeah, there are certainly some things in motion. So let's look at the thoughts of your person. Last time they saw you. What are their thoughts last time they saw you? You might be bringing up some triggers for them. The moon. There's a lot of delving into the subconscious here. Fears, even deep pleasures, the past, traumas, things like that. There is a lot going on here, and their thoughts are surrounding that. Now, this is still in relation to you, so that's why I'm saying you could have possibly triggered some stuff in them. However, this is a good thing because this is stuff they need to deal with. They need to witness this event occurring in the card. Their thoughts are in some darker places, but that can also reference, their a little bit of their intentions towards you, or their, more like sensual thoughts, or loving thoughts, sexual thoughts. A lot of that stuff can come up too with the moon, so that could certainly be what's on your person's mind. Certainly, there would be some kind of movement, the chariot, with this moon because they are facing a lot of things that maybe might frighten them, or also just stuff that doesn't come up until a true connection has been made with someone, for example. And so these serious, more, like sensual thoughts, for example, those are coming up because they've reached this point of closeness with you. So now they're experiencing this sort of delve. But I would say primarily it's about some fears or something psychologically that they might be dealing with in response to you this last time they saw you. So let's see, what do these mean though? This will give us some more information, however. The Four of Swords, truce is what the card says. And honestly, this is a moment. It's like where they're gaining more trust for you, into you, with you in the relationship. And this is giving them, the moon, that is, it is giving them that time to reassess and go through their fears and things that they might be feeling anxious over in the relationship, this connection, and they are trying to deal with it. They're in this meditative state in order to deal with it. So they're certainly not avoiding you or anything like that. If that is the case for you, maybe they've been a little quiet lately, let's just say, it's because they're dealing with things. And so that's okay, because we all deal with things. And so if, yeah, they got a little quiet since the last time they saw you, things were going fine, and you're a little confused, you're like, well, I mean, things went fine, what's going on? It's because they're dealing with this moon. That could be an example for you, just in case for those of you who they're being quiet with, they're being quiet with you. Otherwise, yeah, they are certainly dealing with things right now, and it's just taking time. Their mind is having to work on it, because the Four of Swords, that is of the sword's suit, that is of the intellect. I mean, they are working on this stuff in their mind, mulling it over, and trying to figure things out for the best, uh, in this relationship. So, what can you do? In that case where they might be quiet, for example, it's just like, well, what do I do? Do I just wait? I mean, for sure the answer is yes. I mean, you just need to be patient and, let the other person come to you. Obviously you don't need to chase them down, especially if things were going fine and all of that. I mean, there's no reason to put yourself so much out there when they might be, just busy with things. But in all cases, what can you do? What's some advice, essentially, with this situation? You need to embrace the flow of this situation. It's a balancing. The Two of Pentacles is of change. There are things that are being weighed, right? Literally like a scale in this situation with this card. And that is the case with this character, your person, dealing with their fears or whatever here in the moon. But then mulling it over in their mind with the Truce card, then yeah, there is definitely a lot of change. So what you need to do, some advice, is to just let the flow of this situation, take its course. Essentially go with the flow. The Two of Pentacles, there, like I said, there are things being weighed, but the Two is a very passive energy. It's very receiving, receptive. That's a better word. It's very receptive. So you need to just be patient and just wait for your person to come to you if this is something that is particularly bothering you. Again, using the example like they've been a little AWOL lately. That would just be the example that you just need to give them time and some space, because they might be working on some stuff that is going to better help them with you in the relationship. So yeah, this is your reading, guys. If this really helps you, please let me know in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, all of that greatness. Definitely let me know how this helped you. If you would like to book a private session with me, you can do so through my email in the description box. Otherwise, there is my PayPal if you would like to donate. That definitely helps the channel out in many ways. Otherwise, thanks for stopping by, and I will see you in the next video, guys. Take care. Since you got the ennui card, the Eight of Cups in reverse, this is essentially a situation where someone has possibly come back. There is, instead of this being about a depression or a detachment from a situation, sort of loss, this is actually about the exact opposite. There is a renewed happiness, a renewed strength, perhaps, in this connection that you have with this person. So this could certainly be like an ex coming back, or there was a falling out in the relationship. You didn't necessarily break up, but you maybe took sort of a short break, or you just weren't talking for a couple of weeks or something, but you were still dating, and so they've reconnected with you or something like that. This is basically something about a reconnection. Instead of a detachment with ennui, it's actually about a reestablishment. So that is certainly what this card is about. There is a situation where the figure in the card instead of being clad in the black and sort of looking away, you can imagine the character actually, the card being reversed, literally, and the imagery is that you're looking at the figure's face and you can actually see them for who they are. But anyway, let's get your cards for some more information. This first one will be their thoughts of you this last time they saw you, whenever that was. So, yeah, what were their thoughts then last time they saw you? Maybe perhaps in this reconnection, for example. What were their thoughts of you last time? Like I said, this could certainly be that reconnection, literally the last time you talked, or have talked in the last couple of weeks or something like that. But what were their thoughts? It was definitely some kind of heavy conversation or something you had, because you have the Five of Pentacles, worry. So there were a lot of heavy things discussed last time you were together, and this essentially brought up issues that probably drove you two apart in the first place. So your conversation was literally, well, this happened last time and I don't want you to do that again. And, well, I don't want you to do that again, because we were hurting each other. So this is certainly focused on sort of burdens, worries, like the card says, worry, definitely of burdens that were present previously, like in the relationship. So their thoughts are they're worrying. Maybe they were the ones that betrayed you or hurt you really bad last time, and so you had to talk about it, and you're really not sure if you want to give them another chance. For example, this is them just outright worrying about you, about the situation, or let's just say it was a conversation you two had, and you both had equally valid points that you were bringing up about what caused the disrupt in your relationship before, and this just has them worrying about the relationship's future in general, because they're like, I don't know if things are going to work. So there's some worry. So let's get the next card, which is what this means, what this ultimately means for the relationship. You have 20 of the major arcana. You have Judgment. So, this is a pretty scary card when you look at it. What this really means is this is going to be a make it or break it kind of thing. So, for example, the next time you guys see each other, you have another conversation about this, or you simply are trying the relationship again, right now, and you're not sure if it's going to tip this way or that way. This card is representing that. This is Judgment. This is like the ultimate decider. This is the outcome itself. So you have a situation where you are going to need to accept the outcome. It doesn't mean it's going to happen right away. I'm not, let's just say you have a date, next week, to try things again. I'm not saying this next date is going to be either the beginning of the, relationship again, anew, or if it's going to be a failure. I'm not saying that. It could be 10 dates down the line. It could be a year down the line. All I'm saying is this is representing that this new phase in the relationship or something like that, it is going to be a make it or break it thing. It is either, and that's any relationship, right? It's going to work or it's not, obviously. But what I mean is you have to be aware of this. Obviously, this reading is intended to help you, of course. So in this situation, you need to be aware that while your partner is worrying about things, and you might be worrying too, you need to be aware that if things don't work out the way you essentially want them to, you need to be strong enough to walk away, for example. And same with your partner. So this judgment card is just putting that weight, it is placing that weight on your shoulders. You're going to have to make a decision. This isn't about weighing options or anything, because it's not like it's the Two of Pentacles or Two of Swords or something like that. This isn't outright weighing options on a decision right now, because like I said, it's not happening right this second. But this is letting you know that with this worry going on with them and possibly with you, and this ennui card in reverse, there has been a reconnection, but that doesn't ultimately guarantee success. So you need to be aware of that. So let's get the next card, and that's advice. This will be a little, this will touch on what I've already been talking about, because I was kind of already giving you my personal advice. But let's get an actual card on this, what to do in this situation. You essentially need to stand your ground. You have the Seven of Wands, Valor. So all you can do is, in this case, you can literally just serve your side of the situation. You need to persevere for yourself. Not because you don't care about your partner, or, you only care about yourself or something like that. But this is simply because you can only guarantee your own effort. Right, you're fighting the opposition, maybe the issues that have been present in the relationship, for example. These are represented here as these enemies that are facing off, and you're the character right in the middle. So you need to stand your ground for as long as you can till it's necessary to retreat. Because you don't want to stay in a losing battle. Let's just say these enemies keep coming, right? That just keep coming and coming, and you have no choice but to either fight and die or run and survive. I would tell you to run and survive, because you don't need to die for this relationship with Judgment. That is basically what I'm saying. And that kind of ties into the scary imagery here of the card. Dying for this relationship. You don't need to. You definitely don't need to. So this is your reading. I don't really want to just keep rambling on in the same, on the same things, because I pretty much have said everything I can. There's some worry on your partner's end. There's probably some on yours. There's this judgment here. You really need to just understand the weight of the situation and the news that has been presented to you. Essentially the reconnection with that reversed ennui. And Valor here, you need to just stay your ground for as long as you can without, crossing any lines of your values or your beliefs or your desires, your wants for a relationship. Don't give up what you want in a happy relationship just because you're with someone right now. Because as you guys have had issues in the past, this doesn't this can certainly point to that the relationship just isn't meant to be. So yeah, just take the message of that reversed ennui. This connection has been reestablished for whatever reason. There's some reconnection, reattachment, but there is the weight of this situation here to consider. So yeah, this is your reading, guys. I hope it really helped you. Please, if you would like some more specifics on this, or if you would like to book a private session with me one-on-one, then you can let me know below in the description box. Otherwise, you can tip me if you would like to. My PayPal's down there. And otherwise, yeah, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that goodness. Just let me know how this really helped you. I'm really curious. I definitely am a little intrigued with the reading so far. I mean, I've only done the first reading in this one, as of this point in the recording, of course. But the imagery of these cards certainly gives some pretty heavy messages for relationships. So yeah, I hope it really helped you despite that, because I know it's a little heavy, but we do need to accept light and dark things in our life. It can't be all sunshine and rainbows. So yeah, anyway, thanks for stopping by, and I will see you in the next video, guys. Take care. Basically, there is a release of old values here with the Queen of Swords. You have this figure here, and they have like this little like baby mask like removed from their face, and it's like because they are releasing their naivete from the situation, from their own eyes. And they are, as you can see, holding the head of like some old established figure, and their sword is blocking their eyes. So essentially, they are rejecting the old traditional ways of things and seeing things as they should. And that is essentially the message of any Queen of Swords. It is about being sharp and discerning, but it's about being independent, a free thinking person, about being direct with what you believe is right and seeing things in a consistent manner that consistent to you and your values, not consistent to what others believe or what others tell you to believe. So if you have this card, the Queen of Swords here, then there is something old being thrown out in regards to some new values or beliefs that you have. So you may be entering into a new situation, for example, a new understanding with your partner, or something was said and it has brought about a situation of clarity. So let's get more cards, however, for some, clarity, some more information. The first card will be their thoughts of you last time. What are their thoughts of you last time they saw you? All right, back, guys. Sorry for the little interrupt there. Roommate had sort of a little emergency. So anyway, the card that you drew for their thoughts of you last time, that was luxury, the Four of Cups. So there is sort of this longing for you. You see, so the figure here is like leaning against a tree, and they are peering to the side of the card. They have drinks and stuff in front of them. They have like this situation where they are they otherwise should be happy with their situation, but they are not. I mean, there's even a fourth drink like floating above them, like ready to like pour into their mouth, like, hey, like, here, I got a drink for you. And the character is ignoring it. So you very much are on their mind. They see you as a luxurious thing almost, something to be sought after. So there's sort of this depression on their side of things. They really want you, but they can't. So, connecting that real quick to the Queen of Swords, there may be a situation where they or sorry, you. I was about to say, why am I saying they? You may have detached from this situation because the old ways of the relationship represented here by this figure's head, you are like, no, no bueno, this is not working for me. And so you've detached, possibly. And so your partner's thoughts last time they saw you is like they are, seeking you. They want you even though they can't have you. So let us get the next card, and this will be what they mean, their thoughts, what they truly mean. What can we gather? This will give us some more information overall, but just what do these thoughts actually mean for your connection? You got the universe. Number 21. Yeah, just double checking. 21 of the major arcana. That is this card in the deck, the universe. So you essentially have, I mean, this hints that you have like the upper hand in the relationship. I don't think you should be seeing this situation because, with the Queen of Swords, you could certainly be possibly a little bit angry right now, or stubborn, or stingy, or something. So hopefully that's not the case with you. I mean, you shouldn't be feeling that way. Hopefully you're not. But if for any reason you're feeling a little bit arrogant, or just angry in the situation, a little sharp, cutting, essentially, then please don't use this as an upper hand over your partner, because that is certainly what you could do. I'm sure in this situation with the universe card, you basically have everything. All the balls are in your court. And so what this really means is you have a decision to make. I mean, if we're getting real, you have the choice to either embrace the universe and find someone new, which is probably recommended, because since this is what this means, their thoughts, if they are wanting you but can't have you, if they are wanting you and can't have you, and you yourself are sort of detaching, or in other words, you are seeing this relationship in a new light now with the Queen of Swords, and possibly wanting something new or different, then with this universe card, what that really means is you ultimately are the one with control in this situation. That's what this universe card is saying. You have control of the universe. Basically replace universe with relationship. That's what I'm trying to get at. You have control over this relationship right now. You get to say yay or nay. So with that said, what I say to do it will vary for all of you because this is a general reading, of course, but I would recommend that you probably just find someone new. If whatever the difficulties with the Queen of Swords, whatever led to you seeing things differently and possibly wanting something new, I would really recommend that you just find someone new then with the universe, because it is that control, it's within your grasp. I wouldn't leave your partner hanging desiring you but unable to have you. I would rather make it clear to them, which isn't something that would be difficult for you because you are, swords here. Queen of Swords, you can be very direct. I would rather you just tell them outright, if this resonates with you, to just move on and to find someone new, because that is what you are going to be doing with the universe. Let's get the next card, and this is some advice, because this will certainly help not only me in this reading, of course, but this will definitely give you some more imagery to look at for your situation. So what should you do? Yeah, I mean, it's basically what I was saying, because you have Temperance. This is a situation that needs to be in harmony. A transformative situation for not only you, but for your person, because this reading is about your person. So you need to be able to, like this figure here, 1 foot on the ground, 1 foot in the water. You need to be of both minds. You need to be able to see things from both sides and to, better connect and better understand the situation, which again shouldn't be hard since you have the mask removed from your face of the Queen of Swords, but also you have the dismembered head of, the old ways of seeing things. So you should be able to easily harmonize this situation. So that is basically the message for you in this whole reading. You guys who picked this card, the Queen of Swords, you need to pick what is right for you in this situation. If you really have been detaching from someone in a relationship, you need to let them go. But you need to make that clear to them so that they're not sitting here, seeking you, but without being able to actually get you. Basically, possibly leading them on, or just, giving them maybe false hope or something like that. You don't want to do that because the situation is in your control. Because they want you so badly, it's like you're the one that has the control, the upper hand once again in this relationship. So you need to be the bigger person here and to take, again, control, the universe. You need to take control of this situation and help both sides. And again, since you're the Queen of Swords and you're so discerning and everything, I think you should know that you can find someone else. So it's okay to let go. That is what I would say. This is your reading, guys. I really hope this helped. It was a little heavy. I mean, definitely the imagery of these cards with this particular reading definitely made it heavy. I didn't mean, intend to hurt anyone's feelings or anything like that, of course. But, this is just what the cards are saying so far. So, yeah, this is your reading. If you would like any more information, you can book a private session with me. My email is below. Otherwise, you can tip me. My PayPal is below. Otherwise, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that goodness. Just let me know how this very heavy reading helped you. I apologize for that, I guess. Definitely let me know just in the comments below. And I will see you guys in the next reading, okay? Take care.